There's sick people in the world.
There's no doubt he had to have understood what he was doing.
He called me and said that she didn't make it, and I just lost it.
He seemed remorseful, but obviously the deed was done.
Jinx was dead. She was put to sleep to be put out of her misery.
She had to be in so much pain.
Of course she was, because this 8-year-old black lab had needles, and lots of them, lodged in her stomach and her intestines too.
I come home and she had got sick again, and there was another pile in there, so I said, somebody's doing this. I knew that. And as soon as I thought that, I knew who did it. It wasn't an accident.
Andy Wan from Frenchtown Township believed it was a neighbor who had beef with him a little while back.
He had stopped me on the road and said my dog kept him awake last night outside his window. And I said, it's not my dog. There's another dog that lived across the street. There was a black dog with a purple collar just like mine.
The vet said Jinx had eaten meat.
Hot dogs and ham rolled up.
With tons of these little needles in them. They could have operated, but her chance of survival, maybe 5%. And if Jinx did live, she would have always been in pain. Andy called the state cops and his neighbor.
He eventually admitted that he did place the meat with needles in his yard to prevent the dog from coming back into his yard. There's
karma, and it will come back and get you. And I have to have faith in that, you know, it doesn't have to be me that judges him. So he'll get his in the end, you know. I'm sure he's getting some of it right now.
All animals die, you know, but it's the way that it had to happen is just, like, beyond my comprehension. That's just, that people are capable of that. It's disgusting to me.
My dog's gone.
What's wrong with you?
Well, we went to his neighbor's house to find out. And Gary said, yes, he did confess, but not to being a dog killer.
My wife and I, we never intended anything to happen to any neighbor's animals around here. I mean, we didn't intend anything to happen to his dog down here. I ended up taking needles and putting them in pieces of meat.
Gary claims he did it to catch the wild animals that were invading his yard, but not to prey on people's pets.
I feel bad that his dog died. I really do, because I have a dog myself, and I wouldn't want it to happen to mine. I just definitely did not want this to happen. I'm really sorry that it happened. I didn't mean this to happen to his dog.
Do you now, looking back, wish maybe I would have used a different method?
Well, yes, I probably should have.
I know Gary is wishing he could turn back time. He tells me he didn't think needles would kill any animal. Clearly he was wrong, and his neighbors do not believe that. Right now, the prosecutor's office is reviewing this case because killing or torturing an animal is not just a serious matter. It's a felony. I'm Andrea Isom, Fox 2 News.